Imam Bukhari was very stringent in his conditions, and his conditions of authenticity and reliability of narrators are far more stringent than the other ulama. As a result, although his process would have excluded many ahadith, one thing that others agreed upon is that whatever he included was authentic in the extreme because of his stringent conditions. However, this isn't to suggest that whatever Imam Bukhari rahmatullahi alayhi himself precluded and did not include in his book, he did not consider to be Sahih. Because on a number of occasions, it's been related from him with a chain that he said, I have selected the ahadith of my book of Sahih al-Bukhari from a total collection of 600,000 hadith. He also said, and this is to be remembered, that I have only included Sahih hadith in this book, but the Sahih hadith which I have not included are many more than the ones I have included. So even according to him, there were many Sahih hadith which he, for some reason, deliberately and intentionally did not include in this book, even though he himself viewed them to be Sahih, unauthentic. So one shouldn't fall for this argument that if the hadith is not in Bukhari or it's not in Muslim, then it can't be Sahih. Imam Bukhari himself says that I have only included Sahih hadith, but those ahadith which are Sahih but I have not included are still much more and more numerous than the ones I have included. A very famous saying is Asahhu al-kutub ba'da kitabillah, that Imam Bukhari's collection of ahadith is the most authentic book after the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But this is in comparison to and in relation to books that came after it. Otherwise, since Imam Bukhari rahmatullahi was born in 194 Hijri, and he actively began studying and collecting ahadith more or less at the age of 16, when he travelled first as 210 Hijri, and he only, according to some estimates, began collecting ahadith for his book Sahih al-Bukhari approximately around 223 Hijri. 216 Hijri, when he was 23 years of age. As a result, when ulama say that this book is the most authentic book after the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, most often they refer to all the collections that came after him. They refer to the endeavours and efforts of the ulama of his own time, his contemporaries, and those who came after him. Otherwise, it's very difficult to compare what he did with those who came before, for the simple reason that there were many ulama who had only one or two links between them and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. As a result, the reliability of the narrators, they understood and were able to grasp better than even Imam Bukhari, who came much later. And those ahadith that Imam Bukhari could not collect because he could not find a reliable chain from himself to Rasulullah alayhi salatu wasalam, because the weakness of the narrators appeared in his generation, or the generation before him, or the generation before that generation. This defect, this fault, may not have appeared at all in the collections or the narrations of those scholars who came much before him, who had only one or two links between them and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This isn't a categorical statement, but more or less, when the ulama say that this is the most reliable book after the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they refer to it in various ways from different angles. And one of them is that this means in comparison to and in relation to all the collections that were made during his time and afterwards.